Good day, I'm Nika Anderson-Isaacs, Communications Officer within the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment. Today we'll be doing key interviews with persons represented at the OECS Multi-Country Strategic Response training towards the reduction and elimination of HIV, AIDS and tuberculosis. Stay tuned for so much more in this section with us. Here with Micheal Angelo, very interesting name, but you are the money man.
So that's what they say.
So you deal with the money in this particular situation. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, as you know, the grant is really an extension of the last grant, which was basically on HIV/AIDS, but it also now includes TB elimination as well. The grant is this current grant was the approved amount for the current grant is 5.023 million.
This grant is coming from the
global fund. Sorry, it's global fund. It's all global fund.
And this is to cover this is towards the HIV and TB elimination.
Right, it's HIV, TB elimination throughout the 6 OECS member states, 6 qualified OECS member states.
And the 6 qualified OECS member states include St. Vincent and the Grenadines,
St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Antigua, and St. Kitts.
Okay, let's be specific. Oh, Trinidad is Caracol. So let's go again.
So you have St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Dominica, Grenada, Antigua, and St. Kitts. The other 3 members of OECS are independent, so it doesn't qualify for US.
Okay, so your main role is to ensure that this money...
Yeah, I take charge of all the fiduciary roles in terms of ensuring the flow of the funding. Obviously, you know that the grant is really an OECS RCM, it's Regional Coordinating Mechanism grant that comes through OECS as the primary recipient. It now stems through the individual sub-recipients, which are the OECS member states, the 6 OECS member states, and we have 2 non-state. We call them non-state SRs because they're not OECS countries or members. This is strictly because of the fact that they're the ones with the expertise in terms of, well, one of them is Labs, which is Caribbean Med Labs Foundation out of Trinidad, and the second one is basically deals with civil society, that's Caribbean Vulnerable Communities out of Jamaica.
Okay, so we're breaking this down a little bit for persons so that they can understand it a little bit better. What does this funding mean for St. Vincent, or what does it mean for OECS countries? Right,
the funding, if you were to follow the previous funding mechanisms that Global Fund has been providing to the OECS, the funding is really structured in a way, it's really structured in a step-down approach where you get X percentage of funding of the national budget on the first year, and then you'll go down to maybe 60% and then 40%. But the idea is really to get the individual member states at a point of sustainability and being able to handle the expenditures and have the systems and the controls in place to implement the activities of that specific, not necessarily the grant, but that specific area of the country, which is the elimination of HIV and TB. It also includes a bit of prevention procedures and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so this money is supposed to provide the support to be able to do everything towards the elimination
and really getting the country to a sustainable level of actually sustaining the persons that are living with HIV and TB and so on.
Okay, sounds good.
So it may just be, at the rate they're going, it may just be the last set of funding that we might be getting from Global Fund. Or if we're going to get more funding, it might probably be in a different aspect, a different infectious disease or something different. It may be different. The HIV funding has been there for, I think it's probably sometime way before 2005, if I can recall. We had the round 3. And it's always been in support of the OECS. There's those 6 OECS member states.
Okay.
The last one I think was probably about 1.5. So this time it's increased.
A non-monetary question. persons watching this interview, what encouragement would you give them on a personal level towards the elimination of HIV and tuberculosis?
Well, I think I would say that I would like to see them. I would like to see them welcome the aspect of learning about the different elements of those diseases. But really and truly, those procedures and activities that we'll be implementing, it is more of a general procedure that might encompass other infectious diseases as well.
Right.
So an awareness, which is part and parcel of this whole program as well. I think if we could have the wider public to welcome it and not push it aside, to know more about it, to have the willingness to learn about it. I think this is one of the critical aspects of elimination by prevention. Right? I would say that's where we need to start. The culture and the attitude of the public needs to be more welcoming in terms of learning about those diseases and learning ways of prevention and
so we can make more
ways of dealing with
decisions,
persons
right?
that are really, because those, especially the HIV, is something that a lot of people tend to hold as private or confidential, and they don't want anybody to know and that kind of stuff. But it's really something that that the wider public should welcome and not stereotype or look at them in any kind of way or something like that. I think that's the way forward, and it's basically the culture of the public culture.
Okay, to stop the discrimination and be more aware.
Stop the discrimination.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right.